2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Serenity Championship is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our featured group is the delightful Henny Koyak. Hello, Henny.
Hi Luke, I'm looking forward to bringing you the action from the ground level for this week's featured group. Now there's a sense of heightened competition this week, and this player has mentioned that they're starting up a rivalry this week with their playing partner.
So it appears this player's target is to beat Rickie Fowler this week. That should be an exciting showdown, Henny.
Yeah, Rickie Fowler sounds like he's up for the challenge. On social media, he's been talking about this rivalry. Is Rickie ever not up for the challenge, though? He'll smile as he's beating you, that's for sure.
Yes, likes to kill him with kindness, does our Rickie. He is a wonderful fella on and off the course. And with a renewed confidence in his game, the new father's looking to shine here. This will be a tough challenge for our rivalry. Well, you'd have to think this person's got a head full of confidence, Rich, coming off a last start win.
The game is coming easy to this player right now, so no reason not to believe they can't do it again this week.
And a par putt awaits him.
This is on a great line.
Starting the round at even par.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
Jon Rahm holds a familiar spot of top spot on this leaderboard. We have a par 5 here. Time to take advantage. I'd be booking in for some lessons if I was swinging it like that. Well, Rich, I'm being honest. This lie is putrid. Not bad. Well, Rich, it's become a bit of a new age thing on tour. A couple of rivalries that heat up on social media. We've seen a number of other players that call each other out. What have you made of this social media age?
Well, you better have thick skin if you're going to get into the social media arena. Thankfully, they didn't have it when I was out there on tour, because I don't know if I could handle it. I certainly couldn't be trusted with it back then. But I think if you're going to go into that arena, you have to treat social media like it's just something that it's fun to do. If you do go down that rabbit hole in social media, you better be prepared for the consequences.
You make this one. It's for par.
Starting to look really good.
That one had eyes for it the whole way. So no movement there. He stays at even with the card. Here we are at the third. The tee is yours. That's not what they hoped for. I'm definite about that. Setting up in some very deep rough. Getting ready to play their third. will this one hang on and find the fairway, or is it headed towards the rough? Now let's switch our focus to Rickie Fowler.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Let's return to live play now. Few players have had the kind of impact on the game that Rickie Fowler has, and certainly being a fan favourite, Rich. It's funny when you see grown men dressed head to toe in orange supporting this wonderful person. But I know he wants more out of his career bio than what he's got right now.
And he will definitely get it as well, Luke. He's too good of a talent, and he has too much ability to not be a great player and be on the top of the leaderboard definitely a few times during the season. He is definitely, if there is a Pied Piper in golf outside of Tiger Woods, I would put my thumb on Rickie Fowler, just because so many people go out there dressed in the orange gear that he has. And whatever he does, they just love it. He's engaging. He's affable. He looks like he is enjoying himself on the golf course, which I truly believe he is. He really is one of these players that's so dynamic and so fun to be around. You can't help but root for him week in and week out.
What's in front of them, Henny?
Just got to trickle this one in the front door. It's downhill.
That's frustrating. And this next putt is for triple bogey. And that's a little disappointing, dropping some spots on the leaderboard. Tee is yours. Here we are at the 4th hole. Opting for the 6 iron. He hit that pretty loose. Yep, that's a water ball. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Welcome back to our coverage of this PGA Tour event, already in progress. We're picking up action at the 4th. Let's get cracking. Henny, do you have a better look at this lie?
This is like a bad lie with a bit of grilled bad lie on top, sprinkled with dashings of bad lie.
Standing over this one, and it's a very long putt. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
And putt is underway.
Oh, that looks like a pure stroke. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. Time to step on your tee shot here at this long par 4. Uh-oh. They've hooked this one. Second shot here on the 5th. Didn't quite strike that as cleanly as they would have hoped.
Distance control not easy when you're coming out of the rough.
This putt is about 10 feet from the hole. It's tracking for the par.
This player is putting for fun.
Now over to Ricky Fowler.
Had a big eagle on the last hole.
Sitting at 1 under the card. Currently tied for 9th. Let's take a look at the current standings. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. We have a par 5 on this one. And after that par, they're looking for something good here. That's a nice looking tee shot, that one. Rich, one of the big advantages for the experienced players on tour is their history around particular courses. But what advice would you give to the new players who are coming to a course for the first time and how to handle it?
I would say tread easily. Go in there and just try to get into a good rhythm on the golf course. Don't try and go out and try and hit too many heroic shots or go after too many flag sticks, because if you don't know what the consequences are if you don't pull off that shot, well, shame on you. So I think that the veterans obviously have more knowledge about golf courses, and they can say, oh, I don't want to miss it there because that's dead. I've seen it happen before. When you go into a new golf course, Luke, you got to go in with it and just try and play a little bit on the defensive side. Don't get too greedy. Don't try and make too many things happen. Go in there, find some fairways, find some greens, hole a few putts here and there, get some confidence going first before you start attacking pins.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Just didn't drop. Big putt for par coming up. Well holed. Let's move on. Currently at 7 over par. Teeing off here at the 7th. And after a par at the last, a chance to perhaps signal some intent. Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes. Yeah, that's a good line. That should find the surface. And he's down there. You got a read?
Setting up this putt 17 feet from the cup.
Looking really good, this one. Yes, they've made it. Well, that was a positive hole. A little shift up the leaderboard. Well played. And coming off the birdie, they'll be proud of themselves. A chance to keep it rolling. That's a shame. Just leaking left, that one. This would be a great up and down. Let's see if you can make this and keep the par on the card.
Is tracking.
Oh, terrific. What an effort. Now let's switch our focus to Rickie Fowler.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
Oh, almost went in. Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Time to see what this par 4 has in store. Well, on the tee now, coming off a par. Chance to pipe one up the middle. That's some good golf right there. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Setting up here from about 200 yards.
Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Well, that's beautifully judged. Well, these are good putts to make. Good for momentum. Right on 7 feet.
Little birdie look in here.
It starts off on a good line.
And that will drop in for birdie. All right, Rich, we've made the turn now into the final 9. What are your thoughts so far?
Well, Luke, this rivalry we have been watching has been fun. This player's behind their rival as we make the turn, and it'll be fun to see how this matchup shakes out.
This hole is a long par 5. Well, I'm sure it looked better in their mind before they hit it. Found the deep rough. This will take a big hack to get out here. Yeah, that one will play. And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards.
The breeze is moving left to right up there.
Time now for the fourth shot. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
Solid little par putt here. This is looking solid, what they wanted.
And there it is. Now over to Rickie Fowler.
He's currently in 5th place.
And this putt to move them into a tie for second. And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Next up is this 2-shot hole. Looks like they got all of that one. That's on a good line. Time for the second shot at the 11th. He's found the surface. Good chance here.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
Ooh. Just a short putt remaining here. The Spaniard, Jon Rahm, currently on top spot as we pause for a look at the leaderboard. We have a par 3 on this one. Good shot there. Well, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. That is hunting for the hole. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Putting for a par here. Now let's switch our focus to Rickie Fowler.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
A putt for a place in the top 10. Ouch, that hurts. And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. And this is a familiar sight. Jon Rahm leads this tournament. Well, 13th. That's unlucky for some, Rich. This one from about 160 yards out.
Puff of breeze moving this golf ball left to right.
Going with the 8-iron here. Oh, well played. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This one will run uphill.
This one's online. And that's for birdie. Well holed. And now at +4 for the event. I'm pretty sure this player will be buoyed by that birdie back at the last. Let's see if they can deliver another one. That reminded me of the Big Easy. Silky smooth. The great Ceferano Ballesteros inspired an entire generation of European golfers, particularly his own Spanish golfers, and I feel that we might even have the best Spanish golfer of all time in Jon Rahm, Rich.
I absolutely agree with that. I believe in the game right now, Luke, that if there's one player that all others are fearful of when they get on top of the leaderboard, I think Jon Rahm's name would be #1, because he seemingly has zero weaknesses. I can't find a single one. I look at his game and it is so complete, you just get envious of it, don't you? Because it is so good everywhere. Off the tee, iron play, the short game, the mentality, the vision, the imagination. He's got every single tool that you could possibly want in this game. He is by far, I believe, the most complete player in our game today.
Yeah, it certainly feels like we're in the Jon Rahm era right now. Oh, how about that one? Oh, what a shot that was. Why don't we revisit the magic? Now over to Rickie Fowler.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. The honour is yours. Time to hit a good one here at the 15th.
Oh, just absolutely abused the golf ball there with that shot.
Getting ready to play their third. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. It's just about 3 feet away. You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. Now let's switch our focus to Rickie Fowler.
Oh, he's out in front here in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
Oh, that one's straight at the pipe. Oh, great shot. Holes out for a birdie. Oh, and up he goes, marching to the top of the leaderboard. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? An opportunity for a birdie here. Oh, so close. Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
This is what they have left for par.
There it is. Now 8 shots back after that hole. You've arrived at a par 4. This one looks to be headed towards the fairway. Second shot here on the 17th hole. And he's safely on the green.
Would need to make a long putt to secure a birdie.
Okay, steady now. That's disappointing. An opportunity to make a par here. This looks good. That's a good putt to make, that one. Now over to Rickie Fowler.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Why don't we catch up with Rickie Fowler?
Wind is going straight at his back.
And after that effort, this is how the field is shaping up. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. Well, it's come down to this, the final hole. Welcome to the 18th. And that's a nice strike. This one should find the fairway. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Well, I wouldn't mind hitting the shot, but I wouldn't fancy the walk up here. This is quite uphill.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. That was a bit of a miscue.
Oh, as we can see there, the wind definitely affecting that shot.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. This putt for a final score of 75.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
That was a gallant attempt. And this one is for bogey. And with it, that concludes his event. And as this event comes to an end, I'm pretty sure this player will be rueing some poor mistakes.
Not stellar by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, it was quite pitiful, to be fair.
Well, that's all we've got time for today. On behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam, Henny Koyak and John McCarthy, plus all the hard-working folks behind the action at 2K Sports, thanks for tuning in. Look forward to your company next time. UK Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Shriners Hospitals for Children Open is about to start. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group today.
Hi Luke, I'm very happy to be covering this week's featured group. What a pairing. These two, they've been going back and forth at each other. There is quite the budding rivalry here.
And this week, Henny, they're looking to beat Harold Varner III. It should be an exciting and entertaining duel.
Absolutely, Luke. Harold Varner III is one of the most charismatic, talkative and highly skilled players out there on tour. He'll either cut you down with his game or his slick talking. You better be on your guard.
Yes, he's got a sharp tongue and a clever game. Let's see how HV3 goes up against this player in this rivalry. Oh, what a great stroke. And that's a long-range bomb, and rest assured their rival will be looking over their shoulder. Well, I think that warrants another look. Let's see that again.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
He's in a share of 5th position. The second at TPC Summerland is a par 4 measuring 469 yards from the back tee. It plays slightly downhill, so a strong drive here will set up even just a short iron approach. However, there's a huge waste area to the right, so accuracy off the tee is required. The smart option here is to lay back with the 3-metal and give yourself a full shot in, and also take 1 club less into this green as it will release down the slope.
This needs to go a little bit right once it lands.
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Go in. A wonderful putt. You can claim it. Back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
They're a long way from the hole here. Work to be done.
This is what they have left for birdie here.
Ooh, right by the hole. Oh, that's too bad. So after that effort, let's take a look at the leaderboard. The third hole at TPC Summerland is a very strong par 4 measuring 492 yards. There's a huge ravine that works right up through the middle of this. It requires a very strong drive up the right half to go at this green in 2. There is a big fairway to the left if you want to tuck over and get up and down for your par that way. The history of golf has been littered with some great characters for the modern game. Harold Varner III is right up there. A really personable guy, just effervescent. And I think, Rich, the only thing we're all waiting for is that first W to come. He seems to deserve it.
I can't wait to see what happens when he gets that first W. Oh, it's going to be blissfully fun. He's such an engaging personality that you can't help but just like him. He is out there enjoying every single moment of being on the PGA Tour, playing against the best in the world, and he believes that he can hang with every single one of those players. It hasn't kind of shown up yet, but there's no doubt in my mind with the belief that he has in his own game, that alone will carry him to a win on the PGA Tour sooner than later, and I'm thinking it could happen as early as this year.
Was on a good line. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Just 3 feet to the cup. And that puddle drop. Well done. He's currently tied for 8th. The fourth at TPC Summerland is a pretty straightaway par 4 measuring 450 yards from the back tees. The fairway bunkers down the left and right are to be avoided. Really, not much to this hole. Just be accurate on approach. Not quite the shot he was wanting. Henny, I'm sure you've got a better look of that lie.
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut. This is not sitting nicely.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good.
Sitting at -1 in a share of 8th position. Didn't that look good for a long time? That's a well-played chip shot there.
Gotta say, his short game is phenomenal.
Why don't we catch up with the V-Man, Harold Varner III.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
So after that effort, This is the current standings on the course. The fifth at TPC Summerlin is a par 3 measuring 197 yards. Depending on where they put the tees on this hole ensures the type of club you need to get at it. If you're going at it, make sure you avoid that bunker that's short and right. Opting for the 5-iron. This one looks like it's heading left here, Rich. Sitting at 1 under. Currently tied for 8th place. Well, a lovely opportunity to save par here. Yeah, nothing to sweat over that one. Well hold.
This guy is putting the lights out of it this week.
Harold Varner III setting up his next shot. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Trailing by a few shots after that hole. The 6th at TPC Summerlin is a snaking par 4, playing 430 yards. There's a big waste area up to the left-hand side that needs to be avoided. If you can position your drive on the right half of this fairway, it gives you the best shot up the hill to a green that is not protected by any bunkers. And they're playing from about 140 yards out. 3 strokes off the lead. Choosing the 9-iron here. That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine.
Already had a few birdies today. Another opportunity for another one. Let's take a look.
Oh, I like the look of this.
Well, nice to drop a putt of that length. Well done.
And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. He finds himself tied for 6th. The 7th at TPC Summerlin is a short par 4 measuring just 382 yards off the tips. Really, you just want to avoid the trees on the left-hand side because that will prevent you getting at the green, which is well guarded by bunkers and trees. Lay up, short right, a nice little wedge in here, and try and make a birdie.
All this rough looks to be lush and thick, doesn't it?
Opting for the 9-iron. Needs this to kick a bit left.
And this putt to move into the top 5.
Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Oh, this is an outside chance. Maybe a lag putt even. He's got 30 feet.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. The 8th at TPC Summerlin is a big par 3 playing 239 from the tips. A well-struck shot will avoid the gully here, but anything to the left half can roll off the green. The bunker short rider also to be avoided, so you don't make a sloppy bogey. Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
How close was that to going down? Make this, and you'll move into a tie for 3rd place. Solid par putt, that. Currently at 3 under for the event. The 9th at TPC Summerlin is a par 5 measuring over 563 yards. Really, the main aim here is to just avoid that bunker off the left of the tee. Then, if safely in the fairway, you can get after this green. A strong shot will play to the left half of this green and feed down to any hole location. A birdie chance, no doubt. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Rich, I know you love being here in Vegas, perhaps for different reasons than watching the golf tournament, but while we're here at the tournament, tell me a bit more about Shriners' impact on the game and this entire region.
Look, I fail to see what you mean by that. I think Vegas is a very nice, wholesome city that I do enjoy coming to visit. But the golf course is fantastic. It's held at TPC Summerlin every single year, and it used to be the venue where they had the last round, but now every round is here. And I think the players enjoy that. I think they like being at the same golf course each and every day. They get a feel for it, and I think that's why the scores historically year in and year out are so much lower than they were in the past. I think it's a really good opportunity to go out there and make a ton of birdies, but that's not the easiest thing to do, is it? Getting comfortable making 7, 8, 9 birdies around. Some players don't have that comfort zone, and so I'm always interested to see the players that get into that zone each and every day and are making that many birdies to see if they can sustain it for 4 straight days.
Oh, yeah. Are you kidding me?
And this is why you got to keep your foot on the gas at all times. These guys and girls are good.
The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The 10th at TPC Summerlin is the beginning hole of a back 9 that has many challenges and also a lot of fun holes. Not overly long at 420 yards. You're just trying to avoid any trouble off the tee so you can get a clear shot at this green. A chance to begin the back 9 with a birdie.
It's a decent fairway to hit this one. Not sure if they'll find it though. Always a tough shot to get out of.
They got to use all the bounce and strength that they can muster. This is sitting down.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
Let's get back to it, shall we? And here we are with the 3rd shot.
Just 1 stroke back and right in it.
Well, that's an impressive little chip.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Just 1 off the lead after that hole. Placement off the tee is required at the TPC Summerlin 11th hole, par 4, measuring 448 yards. The big bunker down the right side is to be avoided at all costs. And there's also a little tree there which might affect any line of sight approach to this green.
That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff.
As we test ourselves here in the closing 9 at TPC Summerlin, what's the 2nd shot into 11 like?
It's a very unfriendly 2nd shot. This green sits above the fairway a good 4 to 5 feet. If you hit it long, you've got no hope of getting it up and down. A very scary shot, to say the least. If you walk away from a par here, happy days.
Seemed to lose the handle on that shot.
And coming up well short.
Ooh, that almost went down. If he makes this, he'll save his par.
The short game has been very impressive. They've been really sharp today.
That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard. The 12th here at Summerlin is another short par 4, 442 yards off the tips, but plays slightly downhill and leaves just a short iron approach. The only real danger here is the big body of water that starts around 150 yards short and goes right up past the green. Lovely effort that.
From about 100 yards. Just one stroke off the lead.
Going with the pitching wedge here. A nice approach shot there. Pin high inside the range. A chance to move to 5 under par.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie. Oh, that was such a good stroke.
And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Setting up miles from the hole. And after that effort, that's how it looks. The 13th at TPC Summerlin is a monster par 5 measuring over 600 yards from the back tees. The big hitters with a tail breeze can cover that bunker on the left-hand side. But if you want to lay up, make sure you've given yourself the right number, because there's a lot to this green and plenty of ways to three-putt it. Be careful on approach. Nicely done.
Already a winner this season. Number 2 would be very nice here today. This shot from the first cut of rough. Wonderfully played. Anytime you can make these putts, they'll certainly add up at the end of the day. Right on 8 feet.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
That's pretty tidy. And mark it down. That's birdie number 7 on the scorecard. And that will move him to 6 under par. And that makes him tied for first. The 14th at TPC Summerlin is a straightaway par 3, playing 168 yards. The green slopes right to left, so make sure you've got the right length of club so you're not left with a long putt. And choosing the 8-iron here.
And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Oh, what a touch of class. Holds it from the sand.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Honestly, guys, I stopped counting at 40 feet. This is way out.
Big chance here. Ooh.
Well, that's a bit disappointing.
And this putt coming up for his par. Currently 6 under for the event. The 15th at TPC Summerlin is a great short par 4. In fact, a lot will try and drive it in the tournament. If you want to lay it back, you've got around about 115 yards uphill to a green where you can't see those back hole locations. However, a good aggressive play here must avoid the pot bunkers around the greens or the big waste area to the left. A chance to make a birdie here or even an eagle.
Not sure if that's how they drew it up.
A bit short with that effort.
Here's Harold Varner III. getting ready to play their third. Is currently tied for the lead. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Oh, well holed.
Oh, gotta love it. Chipping in for birdie. Nothing better.
Well, that's worth reviewing. Let's roll the videotape.
I'm glad we get to see this again. This one should be practiced at home.
And after that hole, he's now alone at the top of the leaderboard.
3 holes remaining, Luke. This is getting awfully fun.
The 16th at TPC Summerlin is another one of those great scoring holes en route to the finish. A par 5 playing 560 yards. A well-struck drive up the right half here gives you a chance to get at this green in 2. If you are going for the green, make sure you got enough club, because that huge penalty area in front of it will ruin any score. Be careful going through the green here as well, because getting down from over the back is not that easy. This one might just sneak off the fairway. Sitting at 7 under par for the day, currently leading. Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader. And this putt is for a big 4 on the scorecard. Get in the hole. And he just keeps putting a gap on the rest of the field. What a putt to hold. And with that, he'll move to 8 under par. Awesome play. And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Well, that'll be one of the shots of the day, that's for sure. Attaboy, good shot. What's in front of them, Henny?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm. This has a real chance.
That's a big time putt, that one. And their rival knows it too. They heard the cheers. Moments like that deserve another viewing. Let's take a look at the replay.
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The 18th at TPC Summerlin is a 444-yard par 4 with a big body of water just beyond the gully, which you've got to drive. Make sure you avoid those bunkers on the right side to give you a good iron into this green. And tee shot looks pretty good. Well, this is a little bit of a birdie blitz going on from the player. Can they make another?
Yes, the only thing that could ruin it now is a triple bogey.
See if he can get that one to come back to the left a little. That's a lovely shot here at the 18th and a chance for birdie at the last.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
This putt is for a final score of 61. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Well, this would be a good one to make. It's for par. Well, it's fair to say that this player ran the tables this week, Rich, and came up trumps in Las Vegas. Look at your Shriners Children's Open winner.
And nobody on the PGA Tour will be shining quite as brightly as this player the rest of the evening here in Las Vegas.
And Henny, it goes without saying that this player dominated their rival today.
Yes, Luke, no one could catch this player, let alone their rival.
Well, that was a thrilling day, and on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us.